Hi everyone. So let us talk about pointers. In the last lecture, we talked about the AND operator, but now we are going to talk about a pointer variable. Okay, so pointer is a special kind of a variable that holds the address of another variable. Okay, so earlier what we saw, if we have a bucket X, this is of the type int, then it has some value, let's say 10, and it has some address, let's say 26804. Okay, then what we can do, we can store this address in some other bucket as well. So this is 26804, and this bucket is, let's say, xptr. That means this bucket points to x, okay, because it is storing the address of the bucket x. When you're creating a pointer variable, so what do you need to do, you need to have the same data type as for this bucket and put a star in between. Okay, so you have to make the data type as int star. So if it is float, then you will make the pointer of the type float star. Okay, so how do we do it? So it's very simple. So we have to create a x pointer. So let us define a x pointer. So int star x pointer, and it should contain some value. Okay, so either we can write it like this: x pointer should contain the value and of x. That means it should contain this value, which is nothing but the address of this particular bucket. Or what you can do, so here what we have done, we have done assignment. We are assigning a value to this pointer variable. We can also do initialization. We can write int star xptr, and this is equal to and of x. So this is also valid. So here we are using the address of variable, and here we are using this star to define the pointer syntax, to define the pointer data type. Okay, now you may also have seen star at some other places. Okay, so let us see where we are using star. So one obvious use case is to multiply two numbers. We do 5 into 3, that is 15. But here you can see we have uh, two operators by this side. Okay, but here we have a data type and here we have a variable name. Okay, so we can use star as a pointer variable as well. Okay, and one more use case that we will see is in the dereference operator, that we will see little later on. Okay, so these are the two things we will do later. One is about reference variables and one is about dereference operator. Okay, but for now we are talking about this use case. So what we have just seen, pointer, to declare a pointer we can use a asterisk, that is a star, between the data type and the variable name. So here are a few examples that show how you can create a pointer. And here this is an integer pointer, this is a double pointer, this is integer pointer, this is also integer pointer. Regarding the spaces, you can have a space between int and star and variable name as well. Or you can write it like this: int star followed by space and followed by variable name. Okay, so spacing is not important. You can put space anywhere. Okay, so that's what I wanted to tell you through this example. So now let us see a quick demo of using a pointer variable. Okay, so let's say I can say I want to store the address of x in a particular bucket. So I create x pointer, and if I do, this is equal to and of x, this will store the address. Now if I do cout xptr, then this value will be same as this value. Okay, these two outputs would be same. Let me try to show it to you. So you can see these two values are exactly same. Now one thing we can do is we can also do something like this. We have x, this is 10, this is let's say abc, this address is stored here, this is xptr. And now because it is stored inside a memory, this may also have a certain address. So let's say this address is def. Now suppose if I want to print the address of a pointer variable, okay, then how I can do it? It's very simple. We can again use the and operator followed by the name of the bucket. So name of the bucket is xptr. So we can actually find out address of a pointer variable, and we can just cout and of xptr. Okay, so this will give us a different address that should be equivalent to def. So I should put a endl here. Okay, now let me run it again. and you can see the first two values are same, this value is little different. Okay, this value is little different. So now you may ask, okay, what if I want to store this def in some other bucket? Okay, so then what is going to happen? You need to create maybe a pointer to a pointer. Okay, so we can say xxptr. Okay, so, and what would be the data type? Whatever data type you have here, you should have this data type here followed by a star in between. So it would be a pointer to a pointer variable. So let's see, let's try to create a pointer to a pointer. So we can say int star star xptr xxptr. This should be equal to and of xptr. Okay, and cout I can say xxptr handle. Now if I run this code, you can see the first two outputs are same and the second two outputs are same. Okay, so that means in the first two outputs we are printing this value and this value, these two are same. Then we are printing this value and this value, these two are same. Okay, so I hope these concepts of pointers are now clear to you. We have seen how to create a pointer variable, and we have also seen how to create a pointer to a pointer. Okay, so that's all for this lecture. Thank you. See you in the next lecture.